Hello friends, and welcome back to Align Plans. Welcome back to the channel. How are you today? So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a little bit of a haul and swatch situation from JetPens. I recently had a chance to finally dive into my absolute obsession with pens. Obviously, I don't know, they're just so close to my heart. So I thought that I would just share all of the goodies because some of you are really interested. So I thought that I would just kind of share what I got. I'll show you some close-ups and some swatches, and then you can kind of see for yourself if it's something that you would like to dive into. Anything I can find links to will be in the description. Other than that, just ask me and I will do my best to find links for it. So if this is the first time that we're meeting, hello, I'm so glad that you are here. Consider subscribing if you have not yet already. We chat a couple of times on this channel and we talk about anything and everything minimalist planning. And we dive into sometimes hauls, sometimes unboxing, but most importantly, we kind of dive into how we can use these absolutely beautiful tools in the most intentional way so that you never kind of look back and be like, oh my gosh, it's been like 2 months since I used my planner. So if that sounds good, you would probably really like it here. All right, let's dive into the video. So as you can tell, I have my little Hobonichis lined up here because I wanted to show you guys what I got of how they actually swatch in the Hobonichi. I have both the cousin and the weeks. So let me just move that over. And okay, first thing that I got was actually completely intentional for the Hobonichi was these really awesome brass index clips. And as you can tell, tiny, super small. And this is what she looks like. Hopefully you can kind of see. It's right here. So it barely pokes out. Actually, let me open it from here so you can actually see it a little bit better. So it barely pokes out. It's so small, it's so minimalist, but good God, and this is what she looks like in the weeks. How cute is that? So it comes with 8 clips in total. I'm literally just keeping it right in the actual pouch because I honestly, if I leave them loose, guaranteed that I will lose them for sure. But they're really great when you're using them as just as a little tab, or if you wanted to use them as a bookmark, they're fantastic. So I really like it, and I like the fact that it's so minimalist looking, so it's not bulky, and it doesn't like wrinkle up your pages or anything. So I intentionally bought it for the Hobonichi because the paper is so delicate. So that was the first one. The next step is actually, you can kind of again see it in action right here, are these side tabs. Oh, like, talk about satisfying. Like, look how tiny they are, and hopefully the camera will pick it up properly and you can see it. I have it both here as well as the weeks. The colors end up kind of coordinating, like, it's so cool. I love these little things when they just kind of line up the way that they're supposed to. So the color ends up coordinating. I mean, most of you will probably know this, but the color ends up coordinating with the tab color that's in your planner. So if you have the Hobonichi ones and you buy these index tabs, these actually color coordinate completely with the Hobonichi colors, which is like so cool, right? Like, look at this one. Here's May, and I mean, like, the colors are pretty bang on. Same thing here is June. So I tried to like match it as best as I could. I think I did okay. And this was like so inexpensive. At first when I looked at it, I was like, what? Why would I need this? Well, you need this in your life if you have both the weeks or the cousin, because I guarantee you that you will be using it. Next. Okay, next. I had to. This is a brass clip stencil, and you can also use this just as a normal ruler, but I mean, especially if you have the bigger cousin. So I have the Teco, but I wonder if, like, look, come on, right? I mean, I think that that's a relatively thick, but you can use this to I feel like you could use this almost like an ollie clip where it holds together a bunch of pages if you really wanted it to. Obviously, it will hold together a couple of pages, no problem. I don't really use it for the clip, but I mean, if you wanted to have it in there, I personally just really like just having it in. But I wanted to show you a week where I used it. It looks so cute. Just some, first of all, you have little squares. So if you look closely, hang on. So if you look closely, we have different size squares, circles, triangle. Then you have plain cars, so you have some travel ones, home, music, coffee, food. You have weather and some arrows. And then here's some of them of how they look like. How cute is that? You have some triangles down here. I'm trying to find you more examples because I did use them in the last couple of weeks. And it looks so cute. This is from there. I believe the car is from there. So I just thought, I'm like, okay, I really love the first stencil that I bought from Hobonichi. And that's this one. So obviously this one is plastic, so I kind of felt like this would be a little bit flimsy. They're similar, but this one is a bit more sturdy. So you can also use them for just a linear line, or I've been actually using it mainly for the small shapes. And it's been working out awesome. So these are like the two main ones, and sometimes I just kind of like sticking it in so that I can find it, because usually I mainly use it in my weeks. Next up, I have to say, these haul videos, some of them I just literally kind of just feel like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you what I got. Okay, where do I start? I wanted to start actually with the pencil. I bought this, the Blackwing 602 pencil. And first of all, like, talk about the end. How cute is that? But I bought this for sketching, and it's great. Like, you don't need a lot of pressure. You can get there pretty quickly. It's really soft and easy to manipulate. I bought one for my daughter too. Actually, I bought the box that has a 12 in there, and I would recommend that if you like sketching, I would highly recommend this. So I'll just show you the box that it came in. So it comes in as a box of 12. So if you love, and can we please talk about this? So if you love sketching and you want a good quality pencil, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. I wouldn't buy one because I think that would be kind of redundant. Like, buy the kit and then you're good to go for the next little bit. And I bought this in gray, and I absolutely love it. It actually makes me want to sketch more, even though I have, you know, I have Procreate and I can easily sketch there. But there's just something, I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the mood to sketch digitally, and sometimes I'm just in the mood to just like work with paper, work with pencil, work with proper like artistic mediums, and it has such a different feel to it. I don't know if you guys feel me on this, but that's how I feel. Next up is this Uni. This is from Uni. It's the, I will just pop their name here, but these are like their clear, like, I guess gel pens, but they're not really gel. This reminds me, actually, for those of you that are cloth and paper fans, I do have sort of a dupe for it, which is kind of why I bought it in the first place. Now let me find it. If you have this pen, and this came in from one of their sub boxes, but the tip, go and take a look at the tip, and this is super similar, which is why I purchased it. Except this is 1,000 times better. And not that this is bad, I feel like it's actually the same company, to be honest. Even though this says Uni and this one says eye color, I mean, I don't know. So I'll just show you how it writes. So here's the swatch. This is from the cloth and paper pen. And this is what I just bought, and this is their, I guess, purple. So we have dark purple. I'll just get all of the colors out. So we have gray, this burgundy, brown, and green. So if you love earth tones, I feel like I'm going to be back to buy more. And I'll show you what it looks like in the Hobonichi, because it looks so good. I mean, I haven't really talked too much about this on my channel. I briefly mentioned this, that I have a thing with different pens, not because I have a preference, but because the way I'm holding my pens whenever I'm writing, I write at a different angle. So some of the really thin pens, I have a really hard time making sure that the pressure is consistent because I run out of ink quite quickly. So I really love these marker type pens to write with. Here they are, simply because it becomes consistent. Now, let me show you the same thing in the Hobonichi so you can see how it looks and how it swatches. Okay, perfect example. Here's the brown and here's the green. But let's hop to a page when there's like literally nothing going on. Here, we'll call this page swatches. It looks so pretty. I mean, honestly, I don't think that I will ever get sick of this because I really love marker type pens. Just the way that they write, and the ink flow is consistent, and it doesn't feel so, like if you look at the colors here, it doesn't feel so strong and obnoxious. I mean, like I will take a black pen any day, but there's just something about just switching up your color scheme for a different spread and then just keeping it consistent for, especially on a daily spread like the Hobonichi Teco. Look how cute these colors are. So if you've been lusting over a color but you love muted colors, I feel like this set would be really nice for you. Like, look how cute they are. I mean, on their website they do give you swatches, but I think it's nice to see it live, personally. Okay, let's move on to, and I will just leave this here because we're going to be swatching more. The next thing that I got is from Sarasa, and this is their vintage ink, vintage colors. Now, I bought the previous kit that had, I have at least 3 of them here. So this one had like the green, brown, burgundy, and I think like blue. Here I got black, gray, this deep burgundy, which is super pretty, red, and mustard. I have to be honest with you guys, I actually bought it mainly for this. But I mean, I'm not gonna swatch the black because most of you are already familiar with it. But here's the red, which is more of like this darker, it's like this deep cherry red. Super pretty. I wouldn't use it here in the Teco. I would actually use it in the Weeks, or I would literally just use this in my Notiq planner. But like, oh, like I love this terracotta color, where it's not really yellow and it's not really, like it's kind of like this burnt orange color. These are it. How cute is that, right? So inexpensive. I mean, you guys already know, if you're a huge fan of pens, you already know the love affair with Sarasa. Whenever there, especially if you can get it as a kit, just get it as a kit. It's such a better value overall, because then you can kind of switch things up. And then next up, still keeping with Sarasa, is I wanted to get this Sarasa Mark On. It's a 0.4 thickness. Here is what the tip looks like. You guys, this writes so beautifully, I can't even. I'm gonna see if I have, okay, this would be, this is what she looks like on both of these sides. Actually, I'm trying to show you like a page that I already filled out. I mainly used it, I'll just show you today's spread because I use it today. So it shows in my Notiq planner. It's very clean and delicate, super nice, right? But I will show you what she looks like on here as well. So this is going to be the black one. So that's right here. Again, I don't really use it here in the Hobonichi too often. With the Hobonichi, I like to write with pens that flow a little bit more, but the Sarasa in the Notiq, where the paper is a little bit rougher, it's perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'll show you what she looks like here. So totally different. This is on like a little cloth and paper notepad, memo pad, but this is what she looks like. So as you can tell, like it's a totally different vibe here versus here. Here, I feel like this is too thin and I kind of struggle with it. Hence why I prefer these guys. Preference, I'm just kind of like prefacing that it's just my own personal preference of how I write, but just keep that in mind. Speaking of which, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys have this thing with pencils. I have this thing with pencils where I have like this deep preference for like really high quality pencils. So I picked this guy up and I feel like this was actually the white version of this. The main reason why I picked this up is because the white version of this was actually in the sub box in the recent cloth and paper Penspiration box. And I'm like, ooh, way ahead of you, sis. I'm gonna go and get this from JetPens. And it's also from Uni. It's the same company that makes these guys, but it's their mechanical pencil. Like, I'm gonna see if I can get this to focus. You can kind of see the grip. The weight is amazing. So if you love writing with pencil sometimes, I would highly recommend that you check this out because it's such an awesome pencil. I don't know, sometimes I really like mechanical pencils. And moving on to the cult favorite that most people already kind of know about and love, and you guys already know that I really enjoyed my dot markers. So JetPens actually sells individual clean color dot markers. So I bought fawn, I bought black, and I bought, the color is called platinum, but it's basically the gray. So let's swatch it up because once again, why not? Oh my goodness, they look so different on both papers. But this is kind of why I like these dot markers, because you can go crazy on, okay, actually the black actually shows up pretty dark here. So here they are. Again, based on the pressure that you use, obviously the dot is going to be bigger. And here's what she looks like in the Hobonichi. But like, look how light and subtle it looks in the Hobonichi paper. And then now compare the two. Isn't that crazy? And it's not to say that this doesn't look good, but I wanted to pick up neutrals because sometimes, like, I do have the other colors as well. And I mean, if you're thinking about picking up the other colors that they offer, I would highly recommend them. Even these look super pretty here. So if you kind of use them, it looks really subtle, which is why I like it sometimes, because it's just like, but if I use this in my Notiq planner, it looks crazy. Like, it looks really strong, especially some of these stronger colors. Like I have this, and I have like the bright blue or bright green. Like this guy, it looks like it should be in like a children's planner. But if I use it in here, it's not that big of a deal. So most of these colors will show up pretty muted. But here with the basics, I feel confident in using it in either one. Like, to me, it's interchangeable. So that's kind of why I picked it up. Now, last but not least, I did ask you guys on Instagram what you would recommend, washi tape or washi strips, and most of you have voted washi strips. So I couldn't resist but to try a couple of them out from Kitta. This is from Kitta. This is one of their, oh, it's so pretty. Like, can we please? So basically, these are washi tapes, but then what you do is you just kind of take it off and it just works like a sticker. I feel like this is just the back. But I like that they're so interchangeable and they're so pretty. And then the other one that I bought is like very neutral colors. So this is what she looks like. This kind of came off, so it didn't get glued down properly. But anyway, I'll just show you this one. Again, same idea, you just kind of take the backing off. But it's very, oh my gosh, like if you voted on that poll on Instagram, first of all, thank you for kind of encouraging me to try it. If you are like, if you don't want like, you know, rolls and rolls of washi, but you like it when it's like pre-cut like this, I would actually check it out from them. I can't wait to get back in and buy more because I love it. And like the idea behind this is that you just kind of take this, put it in the front pocket, and then you have it ready to go whenever you need it, which to me, convenience wise, it's awesome because sometimes you just want like, there you go. You just kind of put it in there and call it a day. But like, look how cute they are. And sometimes that's all you need as far as color is concerned. So I did use it a couple of times. Well, obviously not in these 2 days, but I did use it a couple of times like here and here. Sometimes you just need like a little accent, you know? I feel like this needs to be moved. I used it here too. So it's just sometimes just like adding little bits and pieces of just highlighting something, and then you're like good to go, you know, which is kind of what I love about, especially about filling this planner out. And sometimes you just need like a little accent of color and then you're good to go. This is basically it. This is all I wanted to show you guys and what I wanted to share with you guys. That was sort of like my entirety of my order. Let me know what your favorite item is from this whole haul. I mean, I love everything, but honestly, if I had to choose, what I'm using the most is actually the washi tape and this pen set. That it was sort of like an afterthought, but I'm so glad that I bought it and I can't wait to buy more from the brand because the quality is just fantastic. It's called Emmett Ever Fine, but I mean, I will leave the link in the description for all of the products that I kind of hauled here from JetPens. Obviously, I'm not affiliated with them, so don't worry, but that's all I wanted to show you. Let me know in the comments what your favorite product is from them, or what your favorite thing was that you have ordered from JetPens that you think I should check out in my next haul. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet already, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!